Hello everyone, welcome to this first short video explaining the first and crucial steps that you need to take to complete a successful replanning and figure out how you will live the next 6 months of your term. So basically when you look at the proposed agenda, you will see that there is this entire part in red, which is basically there for evaluation, basically evaluating the current state. So before you can go into planning, before you can determine how many exchanges you will do for your winter peak, it's important to evaluate how things have been going so far um, and what is the reality of your LC. So for this purpose, there are 5 steps within the evaluation framework where you will look into the history of your LC, the current performance of your LC, evaluate what you should start, stop, and continue, and also check what have been your past customers, so which market you should actually tackle for your winter peak. So basically, when you're going through these sessions, you can find the different sessions objective here in red. You're going to do 5 things. So you understand the historical development of your LC. You reflect on the general current state of your entity and you make a SWOT analysis for each product. You make an operations current state analysis. So you look at the numbers. You also analyze your membership, basically by making membership calls, and you also evaluate your market by making customer calls. All of these sessions, of course, you will be guided through it by your chair, who is an MC Fassi, and also they are supported by different tabs in the planning framework. So in the planning framework, you will be filling in these 4 main tabs. So let's take a look at what is there. In the first session, you just fill in the first tab, which is looking at your current performance versus what you had planned, and also looking into the health of your LC. It's pretty basic, just make sure to also read the customized comments that are here, where we already give recommendations specific to your LC. Secondly, you will also analyze the current status in numbers. So you have here pretty much a lot of things already filled in, but you can see that for the current state from February up until the moment that you are planning, you still need to fill. And of course, you do that by checking EXPA. For each of the different years where you fill, some automatic calculations are being made. So automatically this framework tells you whether you are working on timeline or off timeline, and this might be affecting your operations and might be something that you need to reflect on and want to improve. It also calculates your overall conversion that you are having, as well as the conversion that you are having per peak. And of course, for the current moment of planning, especially your conversion for winter peak that you've had in the past is very important. Both these 2 tabs are pretty self-explanatory and they can help you afterwards to make a SWOT analysis, really sit together and look at each product, what you want to start, stop, and continue for each of the exchange products. It's important that your entire EB is involved in making this SWOT analysis. Secondly, we are also going to make calls. Now, this is something to not skip, as it is important to listen to our customers, which for you as an EB, it's both your members as also your OGV and OGE or GT EPs. For the TM analysis, everything is very straightforward. I think we don't have to spend too much time on that. Basically, you choose at least 10 members, try to be random at it, don't prioritize certain departments or anything, so make sure you call people from different departments, from different levels in your LC, and that have been around for different moments. You give them a call and you ask them the following questions. So basically these questions are mostly to check out what is the current education level that your membership has and to which extent are they aware of your operations. Very, very straightforward. Maybe a little bit more complicated is the analysis that you need to do for your customers. So basically what you have to do is you go to EXPA and you look up all of the EPs that you have approved, realized and finished within the time frame of since the 1st of August 2017 until the day of today. You fill in all the data here, so name, EPID, status, blah blah blah. It's very straightforward. What is maybe more important to also be aware is of this part here on the right. So out of all of these EPs that you fill in here, it's important that once again you call at least 10 of them. Mainly prioritize calling 10 people that have actually gone on exchange last year in your winter peak. This way, you can make inferences on what your complete rate is, what SDGs your EPs are actually volunteering with, what country they are going to, which market they are coming from, and what are their expectations towards the product, towards ISEC, how have they experienced our services, etc. This is the main important analysis that can help you determine how you will tackle your customers for winter peak, how you will tackle your market, and what your main product strategies should be. So it is definitely not something to just delegate to just the VP or GV, and it's definitely not something to take lightly. Make sure you prioritize this and you look more into depth into what your market actually is. So good luck with this first part. I think everything is very straightforward. Just make sure to go through it step by step and to read all the notes that are in the framework.